Hi, for today's video, I'll be demonstrating how to replicate a table from Confluent or Kafka Broker to SAP Hana using Advantco's Kafka adapter and smart data integration. The first thing we need to do is deploy our adapter on our data provision agent in order for it to work with the server. This agent can be deployed in any environment, and after your adapter is deployed on the agent, we must create a remote source. Our remote source is our connection for this scenario, and in this case, it's our connection between Kafka and SAP Hana. We define our remote source in the catalog, where we specify the adapter and where it's located. Further, we can also configure the different properties under our remote source, such as our connection properties, consumer properties, and etc. One thing I did want to mention is that our schema registry connection is important for this scenario because it allows us to access the schema for this topic, as we can see right here. And as we scroll further down, we can see we also have our credentials for our connections. So we see our schema registry credentials and our Kafka Broker credentials as well. After creating our remote source, we then can see all the topics in our Kafka Broker. For this scenario, I'll be using the topic DevMos07 SDI and creating a virtual table for that. This virtual table is a real-time connection between SAP and Kafka, whereas a real table is just the replicated data stored in the HANA server. So when we open the contents of our virtual table, we can see all the fields under our topic in our instance. Next, we need to replicate the data to a local server on a real table. We do this by going into our editor and locating the package we need a replication test for. Like I said, for this scenario, I'll be doing the Kafka US demo package. In order to create a replication task for this package, we just need to right-click on it, click New, and Replication Task. As you can see right here, I've already started one up. We want to select our remote source as we defined earlier, our target schema, and our virtual table schema. After that is done, we want to select Add Objects, and then scroll down to the topic that we were working with. As I said, it's the DevMos07 SDI. We want to select our target prefix name and then our replication behavior initial with real time with structure. This is because it'll copy the data initially, then any change to that data in the future, it will mimic what happens in the SAP HANA server and copy that exactly how it should be. Finally, after configuring our replication task and selecting our topic for this scenario, we then can execute this replication task. After we execute this replication task, we then want to go back into our catalog and refresh our tables. After our tables are refreshed, we'll be able to see that we have both the real table and the virtual table created from the replication task. Now, if we go in and open the contents to these, we can see that we have the data from the real table right here in front of us, exactly how it is in our broker, as well as our virtual table. As you can see, using Advantco's Kafka adapter, it's quick and easy to integrate with SAP HANA.